What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Horror Hangout. Thanks for joining me today. Got a movie review for you with a gore score. So we are going to talk about a horror movie. Excuse me, sorry. So I subscribed to Hulu again just for the opportunity to watch this movie and review it for you lovely folks. So I don't plan on spending too much time talking about it because I don't want to ruin the movie, but I did want to talk to you. I marinated on it for a little while, and I do think it's worth my time to talk about it because it was interesting. It is a movie called Fresh, and it stars Sebastian Stan. Let me pull up the other lady that's in the movie. Um, let's see here. While I'm doing this, would you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell? We're trying to hit 1,500 subscribers. We just passed 1,000, and I'm very proud of that. My other channel hit 21,000, and we're rocking and rolling, and it's awesome, dude. I'm loving life. So, Daisy Edgar Jones is a young lady that plays Noah. She's beautiful. So basically, it's a cannibal movie, and so it's a Hulu exclusive, so you can only watch it on Hulu. The synopsis goes something like this. The horrors of modern dating are seen through the eyes of a young woman who is battling to survive her new boyfriend's unusual appetites. It's like a romantic comedy meets horror movie. So I'm corny, dude. I love romantic comedies. So I really enjoyed this movie a lot. It starts off with this girl going on just the most awful dates that you can imagine, right? And she's just having no luck. And it gives like a little quick, almost like a montage. And then she meets Sebastian Stan at a grocery store. He approaches her, just says something random, and he's super charming and he's persuasive, and they start hanging out. And then that's when the fun starts, right? So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna really say about the movie. Other than that, it's real obvious with the trailer what you're getting. I would recommend watching the trailer. If you're into what the trailer looks like, you'll probably be into the movie. I will say this, it's a little deceitful because the movie's a little bit slow, but I liked it. It kept my attention. It's a little slow, but it didn't get boring. And I think that's very important to make sure and point out that if you're getting a movie that's slow, make sure and point out whether or not it's boring, because a slow movie doesn't necessarily mean boring movie. And I didn't used to think that. So you have to, there's another movie I watched recently that was deliberately slow. What was it? Oh, I watched Prometheus, and it was like deliberately slowly paced, but it was like everything that happened was impactful. With this one, it's not quite that level, but it's good, and it keeps you at the edge of your seat because you're not sure what's going on. And there's a few things that happen that you did not expect to happen in this movie. So that's about as deep as I want to get into the actual what happened in it, as far as like details and spoiling it. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I thought Sebastian Stan was really great in the movie. The other young lady that I just mentioned, she was excellent. She was actually like really good. The character's Daisy Edgar Jones. I don't know much about her, but I enjoyed watching her on screen. She's very, very attractive, and I thought she was a pretty good actor. Let's see here. What else has she been in? Normal People. I don't know anything about that. Under the Banner of Heaven. Don't know nothing about that. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's relatively new on the scene, I guess. But she's young. She's only 23. Oof. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, she's great. She was great in the movie, and I did think it was a little odd that her and Sebastian Stan started hanging out because he was noticeably older than her in the movie. But whatever. Let's see, what else can I say about this without just completely ruining it? I think I'll just stop there. I like the pacing of the movie, the sound in the movie, like the some of the songs that they picked out, and then also the score. I enjoyed. I thought it was very well lit. I know that sounds weird, but the movie. I hate when I watch horror movies. A lot of them are really dark, and when you get a movie that's that dark, it oftentimes is just muddy, and you can't figure out what the hell's going on. And with this movie, it was not that way. You could see the cool shit happening. This movie was interesting, man. I want to watch it again, actually, but let's get to the gore score, and then you can decipher from there if you want to watch this movie. And so for anybody that's wondering what the gore score is, it's a worksheet that I have for all the horror movies that I watch, anything action related, anything, that kind of thing. It's got 6 things that we category, we score from 1 to 10, and then it's got a bunch of little categories where we give them points per. And so we got special effects, story, acting, dialogue, bad guy, and ending all get 1 through 10 points. And then we have kills, severed limbs, broken bones to the skin, decapitation, torture, etc., etc. They all get a certain amount of points per. Let's go over the sheet. Special effects, I gave it 9 out of 10. There wasn't as much as I wanted, or I would have given it a higher score, which not by much, obviously. The story, I gave it a 10 because I thought it was wholly original. I thought this was a really, really good Cannibal movie. Acting, 9 out of 10. I thought they did a great job with the acting. The dialogue, again, 9 out of 10. The bad guy rating, I gave it a 10. I thought this was an excellent, excellent bad guy. In the ending of the movie, I gave it a 7, but a lot of movies are going to get even lower than that. Endings are really hard to land, and I got to say a 7's pretty decent. So that starts us off at 54 points. We got 2 kills in the movie, which I think you might have more, but a lot of it was done off screen that I couldn't really count. But so two kills at 5 points each. But we did get 23 severed limbs at 10 points a per, right? 3 of those were done on screen. You saw it happen, right? 20 of them were in a freezer, but they were literally everywhere, and you could see them. And we think it's probably more than 20. I just thought 20 was a nice round number. We got 2 scenes of torture at 10 points per. We got two scenes of drug use at 5 points per. We got 1 non-lethal gunshot or stabbing. I believe it was a stabbing for 5 points. We got 2 fights for 5 points apiece. We got a badass bonus. There was a guy getting smashed his head with a shovel, and that got 5 extra points. And we got a legend bonus of 5 points for Sebastian Stan. Each legend in the movie gets 5 points. Sebastian Stan's a legend at this point, okay? So that gives us a grand total gore score, shockingly high, 349 points for Fresh, the Hulu exclusive horror movie starring Sebastian Stan and Daisy Edgar Jones. Cannibal movie, if you're into that kind of thing like I am. Last but not least, at the end of our gore score, I also give it a recommendation on a scale of 1 to 10. I gave it a 10. But it comes with a caveat. If you like a slower paced movie and you're okay with that, you'll probably really like this movie quite a bit. If you can't stand slow, deliberate movies, you might want to pass on this one. There's a couple of really great scenes in it. I'm trying to be vague so I don't ruin this movie because it's a brand new movie. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. Go check out Hulu. They got other horror movies. I'll do another top 5 or 10 Hulu horror movies here pretty soon. And I got another one for Tubi coming soon because I've discovered a whole lot more movies they've got just like in their workings. I love Tubi, man. But yeah, man, Fresh killed it with the score, dude. 349. Blew my mind. Most of that was because of severed limbs. It is what it is, man. You get the score that you get. We're done here, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you real soon. Let me know if there's a movie you want me to watch. I'll try and get to it as fast as I can. Otherwise, just come on back and hang out with us, all right? Peace.